This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. You chose to hit play on this podcast today. Smart choice. Progressive loves to help people make smart choices. That's why they offer a tool called Auto Quote Explorer that allows you to compare your Progressive car insurance quote with rates from other companies. So you save time on the research and can enjoy savings when you choose the best rate for you. Give it a try after this episode at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
You're listening to the best of the Morning X. You can also catch it on the Morning X podcast, wherever you get your podcasts, or at 99x.com.
We spoke about this woman a little bit earlier because we read an article in the Inquirer. It's an amazing story, and rather than us tell, let's bring her on. Her name is Claire Wagand Beckman. She lives in Mahwah, New Jersey.
You got it.
Hey, Claire.
I like saying that. Mahwah.
Mahwah. It's Indian. It's Indian for meeting place.
How many people live in Mahwah?
About 20,000. It's a lot of people. We're a nice little comfortable town here on the border of New York State and New Jersey.
Well, if Claire sounds happy, there's a reason. Tell us what happened to you.
Okay. Well, about 33 years ago.
Oh, this was 33 years ago?
33 years ago.
Okay.
Actually, yes.
Oh, yeah,
you
yeah,
don't
yeah.
know this is history here.
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
I'm a garage sale enthusiast, especially because I never had too much money. A school teacher doesn't have money.
Right.
And we had bought a very big house, kind of over our head, and had no money, no furniture, so I was scrounging around different garage sales and yard sales for some interesting things, and I do have a very high taste.
How many garage sales could there be in Mahwah?
Oh, my goodness.
Barnes.
Around this area, it's a very affluent area, by the way. Nixon only lived in the next town.
Wow.
He did?
I mean, yeah, you missed this little teensy thing here.
Oh, well, what's a school teacher living next to Richard Nixon?
Yeah, a school teacher. Well, I taught for 25 years and retired in 83.
So you're hitting the garage sales, and you
So
found...
I hit the garage sales because I love them. I'm a Vermonter, first of all, and that kind of thing makes me very careful with my money. And I had a little stash of $25 in my fist that I had saved so that maybe I could buy a nice piece of furniture from a garage sale, fix it up. I don't mind refinishing.
Sure.
And I happened to run across this on a Friday afternoon. I didn't even have the money with me.
What was it? What did you run across?
All right. This that I found was a small table. It looks like a half a moon.
Looks like a semicircle.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a D-shaped table.
And you bought this table.
So she sold it to me, and because my family didn't really care for this kind of stuff, I had to leave it on her porch all weekend.
Oh, no.
Which today makes me shudder.
What'd you pay for the table?
I paid $25.
Okay, $25.
For the table, and when I turned it upside down to tighten the legs because they were so wobbly, I realized it had a label and it was signed by John Seymour of Boston. Well, not knowing who he was, I went to the library and did research and found out it was a big name.
Now,
So
why would you... Hold on a second. Now, if I did that and I saw a table signed underneath, I wouldn't even... I think, okay, well...
some guy signed the table.
Some guy signed the table,
No,
whatever.
usually when somebody signs something, it means something.
Well, I mean,
if
my
the
roommates
artist
signed their
signature,
table, so I wouldn't take it home.
I guess
no,
you
an
must
artist's
know...
signature means something.
I guess, so you must know a little bit about antiquing.
Well, I did. You see, I could usually only afford the ticket to get into antique shows. This is how you get an education. You go first and you figure things out, and you listen and you learn. That's what you have to do if you have no money.
Oh, see, listening and learning, that's where Barnes and I...
Yeah,
you live and
Shut
learn,
out.
don't you?
So you
anyway,
took your table.
I just really thought this thing had style. I thought it's a total mess. And my friend who was a decorator said, it's not even going to hold a lamp. Are you going to pay $25 for it? I said, sure. I said, this thing is just exactly what I want for my living room. So... having researched this name, John Seymour of Boston, I realized this man, it was a very famous cabinet maker, and it was made in 1795.
Wow.
So this is when he was doing it. And I also got the impression that since everybody that had that furniture called it attributed to, I realized that I had a kind of a prize here because he never hardly ever signed anything.
Okay.
So here I had this thing. So I kind of kept it under covers, but I had a big dealer was told that I had it from Connecticut. She was big and very important, and she came all the way down with her her driver to look at it, and she offered me any kind of a price, and that she would top anybody's offer.
Like what kind of money was she?
Didn't tell you what kind of worth it had, right?
She was very, very smug about this. She said, if you were going to sell it, how much would you sell it?
She wanted you to name the price.
At the time was $40,000, and I thought, I'm going to give her a big number, and it'll wow her. It'll knock her right off, It didn't. I said $20,000.
And she said, fine.
And she said, I'll top anybody's offer.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
So then what?
And so there I am with no money and no furniture, and I didn't take it. I mean, I didn't take her offer of any sort. I liked the table, and I wanted it, and that was my table.
Wait a second.
$20,000 and you weren't
Claire.
going to bite?
No, I didn't care if she was offering me, anything.
But for wait a minute, you had
Didn't
no
you
money?
even ask,
That was in
why
1965.
Wouldn't you ask, why would you offer me $20,000 for a table?
No.
You had, in the back of your mind, you had to have known it was worth more.
You absolutely, what you do is you automatically know. What she said told me a whole lot.
Okay.
That it's worth
so
at
you
least
knew that it
10
was
times.
So I kept still also, but I said I'm not selling it, and she knew I wasn't going to sell it.
But at least the bells went off in your head
Sure.
knowing I've
Then
got
I said,
something
well, I
here.
really have
Yeah.
something, and eventually maybe I can put one of my kids through college or buy a little house on the ocean.
Uh-huh.
So then where did you
I'm
take
thinking.
it? Let's
then
let's
what?
go up to present day when you
The
went to
present
Chubb.
day, okay, I had it all those years, and when I had thought of taking it to the White House or to
The White House.
the White House, and it belongs in the White House.
You were going to just drop it off on Pennsylvania Avenue?
Yeah, I was going to talk with those people, and these are things I had options to do in my mind. And the other option, if I wanted money, would be to go to Israel Sack Inc. in New York, who are, well, the Pope is the next highest thing after him. So Israel Sack, you want to remember that name
Israel
because
Sack.
he is very, very big in antique world.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, but I
Okay,
didn't
Claire.
do that yet because right at that time, Chubb had decided to do something with this Antique Roadshow, which England has had for 20 years or more.
We've had Chubb on our show. Very nice.
Yep, and that was a good idea. And not only that, they came to New Jersey. So got up at 5 o'clock, took the thing in, and stayed there for quite a while, waiting for somebody to see it. And when Leslie and Lee Keno, the appraisers, one was from Sotheby's and one had his private only outfit, they saw this and really their socks, underwear, and everything fell off. It was wonderful.
What'd they say? How much was it worth?
$200,000 to $300,000.
And you thought, maybe I'll auction it.
Okay.
I knew it was worth six figures when I took it.
And now, at this point, were you still thinking of just donating it to the White House?
No, I was thinking of I'm hanging on to it.
Uh-huh.
Smart.
So as soon as they mentioned $200,000 to $300,000, I knew economically our country is in such a situation. I thought this is the time, and gut feeling is what I use for practically everything.
Right.
And I thought, no, I can't take it home even. They asked me what I was going to do with it, keep it, sell it, whatever. I said, look, I just want to leave it here because it's too dangerous to take home.
Sure.
I don't want it in my
Yeah.
house. But I had to take it home. And at that point, I knew I was going to go with Sotheby's and put it up for auction.
I just picture you walking around with this table everywhere.
Look at this thing. It's a little teeny
It's unbelievable.
table. It's a
So
little-
you go to
little side
Sotheby's, they
table.
put it up, and wow, what did it go for?
Yeah, it went for over $500,000.
Jeez.
Yeah, and it
Lord
went for
God.
$541,500. And Israel Sack is the one who bought it.
So
See?
you
And he was supposed to be the appraiser the day that I took it. This is funny.
and they cut you a check for $541,000.
No, you got that's on consignment when you do those auctions, right?
No. I got what you just said, except, that was including the buyer's fee.
Well, what's the buyer's fee on an item like
I
that?
don't
How does
know
that
what
work?
number that is.
Sotheby's
It
gets the
brought
percentage,
it up to
right?
$541,500. And see, they had gotten in a bidding war.
That is
And he ended up with it because he wanted it, and he was bidding for a client.
So
That
you got
is-
to put some kids through college.
No, they're all done with that. They
So
they are all finished. It's now mine, and
So what are you gonna do with
I
it?
haven't got any husband.
Are you gonna buy something lavish? Are you gonna sit on
I'm going to buy another table for about $2,000.
Wow, Claire, there's 35 years between us, but I'll bet we could make it work.
I'll try.
What that is, she buys this thing 30 years ago for
I love these
$25
stories.
and ends up selling it for over $500,000.
Unbelievable.
Little junky
Nice
little
score.
table.
Little
And I've
patience.
been on 7 TV shows.
Look at you. You go,
Oprah,
girl.
And if I'm allowed to mention these things, Oprah
Sure.
and Good Morning America and a whole slew
And
of
the
other
Morning
ones.
X.
And the Road Show, I just found out, my segment not only was shown here, but it was shown in Wales and England. And
Wow.
Claire, you're a big star now.
I'm a celebrity.
You are phenomenal. So,
I think it's a riot, and I love it. I love it, and I have so much fun with this.
You're still going to yard sales, I presume.
I spent one whole day, Saturday, helping my friend with hers.
and you're going to take that $500,000, and your kids are out of college, so we still don't know. Are you going to buy? Did you buy a house? Did you?
Oh, no, I invested it.
Oh, okay.
There you go, Claire.
I'm a very shrewd Vermonter, let me tell you.
Seems like it. You
There's
sound
nothing
very.
There's nothing
she
worse
sounds
than a
kinda-
Yankee trying to hang on to money.
Sounds kind of Martha Stewart-ish to me. I picture you in a nice
kidding?
garden,
I
with
love it. And I have a beautiful garden, and I have a beautiful home.
Yeah, Vermont. That's a beautiful
Hey,
part
Claire?
of the country.
Yeah, come on up.
Whenever you list the shows now, you list the Morning X. You say, I was on the Morning X. Then you say Oprah.
Yes.
Oh.
The Morning X in Atlanta.
What?
The Morning X in Atlanta. Just remember that, okay?
The morning accident?
Yes.
Yes,
The
exactly.
Morning
We are the
Accident,
Morning
yes.
Accident.
Exactly.
What's that mean?
That's just our
perfectly show.
right. The morning accident.
Oh, well, I love these shows.
Well, thank you, Claire.
Thanks,
Yes,
Claire.
and I enjoyed being on here, and I'll answer any other questions you want.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Fiscally responsible, financial geniuses, monetary magicians. These are things people say about drivers who switch their car insurance to Progressive and save hundreds. Because Progressive offers discounts for paying in full, owning a home, and more. Plus, you can count on their great customer service to help you when you need it, so your dollar goes a long way. Visit Progressive.com to see if you could save on car insurance. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states or situations.
Actor Michael Rosenbaum, he knows some of the most talented people in the business.
And we try to bring you candid, open interviews, not just actor stuff. Julie Bowen is fantastic.
You know when you leave a job and you know you haven't done your very best job? I hate that feeling.
And if you're here for the wonderful Sarah Silverman, you came to the right place.
Comedy dies in the second guessing of your audience. You just have to keep writing what you think is funny right now.
The Inside of You podcast.
If you really love the podcast,
Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
follow us. It's free.
All right,
Okay,
thanks,
there
Claire.
you go.
Okie
Claire.
doke.
I picture
Send
her.
us some
And
money.
keep going to your garage sales, please.
Yes.
Leslie.
They're fun.
Look
Claire,
at
just send us like 10 grand a piece.
this picture
Okay,
of Claire.
that's
Well,
all you want?
Look
Yeah.
at how beautiful she is.
If you're in very, very bad trouble, see that I expect to help people who are in bad trouble.
I am in trouble. I need a deck on the back of my house.
Oh yeah, well that's not trouble.
Yeah, because the grass is way too... I can't walk on the grass.
Okay.
Thanks, Claire.
All right,
Okay.
Claire.
Nice meeting you.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
You're listening to the best of the Morning X. You can also catch it on the Morning X podcast, wherever you get your podcasts, or at 99x.com.
Everyone knows the legend of D.B. Cooper, but what if I told you there's an even better story out there? One with multiple aircraft hijackings, prison escapes, and so many twists and turns. I'm talking about the hit podcast, American Skyjacker, which is now an action-packed documentary coming to theaters and streaming this fall. Find out more at www.americanskyjacker.com and listen to our bonus episode of the podcast coming soon. American Skyjacker. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.